Tony.
Yeah.
Sandy said she'd be there.
Oh, I'm glad. How is she?
Well, she's doing okay.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, Delia?
Yes.
Would you make sure that the chapel has a lot of white flowers?
Yes, I'll tell the florist immediately.
And also, would you send a special arrangement for me at the Morningside Cemetery?
Yes, of course. Anything else?
No.
Okay, well, can we kind of get a move on, folks? I'd like to get there before people start arriving. Is that all
I
right?
must say, Alex, I really admire your nerve.
How so, Beth? What do you...
Well, I think it takes a certain amount of guts to mourn someone when you think that people are suspecting you of murder.
Well, you ought to know how that feels.
How dare you imply that I had anything to do with that?
No. I'm just saying, I'm not the only suspect in the room. There's Tony, there's you, there's Anna.
Hey, leave me out of this.
Why should I? The police certainly haven't.
I am innocent. Of what? Everyone knows you didn't like Renee.
Wait a minute. Now, that's enough here, all right? Let's calm down. Let's go our separate ways. We'll meet back at the hospital. We'll try to pay our respects to Renee. Now, don't you think that's a good idea, folks? Good. Let's go. You're going to be able to do this?
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. I hope I can help Tony, though.
Oh, yeah. Tony will appreciate the fact you took the time.
Well, I'm sure he's grateful to you for organizing the service.
Well, I'm just helping out, that's all. I think I owe that much to Renee. In spite of everything, she was a good friend of mine.
Have I told you lately you're a good man, Koscheck?
As a matter of fact, you haven't told me that at all.
Oh, hi, Grandma.
Hello, darling.
Sandy. Chris.
Hi, I'm sure glad you two are here.
Well, Tom insisted that we come because of Alex's position in the hospital.
I think it's the least we can do.
Well, Tony will appreciate it a lot.
Tony, I thought he was having his own service.
Well, he didn't want to come, but I talked him into it. I just thought we ought to all be here together to pray together.
Is there going to be a chaplain here?
No, Tom. Tony asked me to say a few words.
You made a good choice. You'll speak from your heart.
Well, that I will do, Alice. Yes, I will do that. I know you both had a lot of problems with Renee, but I think that she deserves a decent goodbye.
You're a good man, Chris.
I just finished telling him that.
Well, the Hortons are here in force.
Yeah, well, they'll be very nice to Renee now that she's dead.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Alex.
Alice. Deepest sympathy. Thank you, Tom. Thank you for coming.
Well, the chapel looks lovely. The flowers are really beautiful.
Tony sent those, actually.
That was very sweet of him.
Yeah, that was very nice of him, yes.
Look, why don't we all have a seat? I'm sure Tony's going to come along any minute now.
Good idea. Why don't we sit here?
Where do you think we should sit?
Well, sit wherever you like.
There's Tony.
Yes, entourage. Very touching.
Well, I guess it's time to start. Hope I can find the right thing to say.
You will, Chris.
Well, I guess we're all here to say goodbye to Renee Damaris, so I guess the best way to start out with that is to have a silent prayer. Well, as you all know, I'm not a real practiced public speaker. But I cared for Renee. She was a good friend of mine, and I would like to say goodbye. And I would like to thank all of you for being here to say goodbye with me. Now, I think what we hope to do here is to, well, make Renee live again. At least the only way we can now, and that's in our memories. And to me, that means focusing on the good things. And despite what some people are saying, there were good things. There were very good things. She had a spirit that was incredible. And she had a will of iron. She didn't quit on anything. And especially not on her friends, on her family. She stuck behind her father till the very end, despite the fact that She knew what he'd done. And she knew how many people he'd hurt. But she gave him every ounce of love that she had as a loyal daughter. Now, we can fault the things that Stefano did. And we can even fault Renee's actions. But we can't fault her love. We can't fault her love at all because that's what ruled her life. Renee was ruled by love. It was very strong. It was very passionate. And I believe that had she lived, that she would have found the love that she always so desperately sought. And I believe that she would have become the person that she so desperately wanted to be. Renee DeMero was a beautiful, beautiful lady. And despite what anybody thought of her, that was just a simple, undeniable fact. I remember one time I had left the house and I decided that I wanted to take a stroll down by the lake through the woods. And all of a sudden I looked up and I saw Renee on horseback, kind of coming up over a rise, kind of all of a sudden. And I stopped and I stared. With the sunlight behind her and the lake in the background, it was like she was a goddess from another time. She was beauty. She was almost a vision at times. And when I think of her that way, that's what I think about. And I really believe that had she been allowed to live, that Renee would have become just as beautiful inside as she was on the outside. And with all my heart, I believe that very strongly. I don't have a whole lot left to say here, folks, but I'm going to miss Renee. Scarlet, to me. But I just pray that maybe she has finally found a little bit of peace at last. And once again, I'm going to ask you to please pray with me very silently.
Thank you. Now, what more to say? Did you just find a job?
Tony,
Yes.
I'm so sorry.
Why, thank you.
Will you be okay?
Yeah, yes, sir. Yeah, I'm gonna be fine.
Why don't I drive you home?
Home? No. Actually, I'd like to go to the cemetery.
All right. I'll drive you there, Tony. I don't think you should be alone.
No, thank you. Okay, shall we? Chris, thanks very much.